Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. Yeah, coming to you live from Alabama. It's a beautiful day here. It is a hot, steamy day. If you like a sauna bath, you're welcome to come to Alabama anytime and have some hot coffee and enjoy the hot weather, okay? But today I want to talk to you about your face, this aging face of ours. Man, does it ever stop? I don't think it does. I don't know what else to do with this face, but I have found something that I really love and I want to share it to you today. Okay, so we're going to need a few things. You know I love Younique. So Younique is my favorite foundation for my face. So today, I haven't put anything on my face. This is the Au Naturel Lisser here. Spots and all. Redness. Yeah, got a lot going on here. But there were a few things I've already done, and I want to tell you what I've done already to get my face ready. Simply because I like for these products to seep in, especially under here. And see, this little bag right here is just until summer goes away and my sinuses kind of come down a little bit, I always have puffy on this side. Doesn't matter what I do, puffy not on this side, puffy on this side. So I deal with it every day. Hold on. It's still morning time, right? I can still have coffee. Okay, the first thing after I get out of the shower, after I blow dry my hair, the very first thing I do use every day is rose water. So I'm getting my face ready. This is what I call my base face, and then my foundation, okay? This is rose water. Rose water is like old as time. It is the best smelling stuff you will ever spray on your face. It acts as a toner. It also helps for redness in your face. I have a lot of redness right here. Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you have redness somewhere else that you would like to cover up. But this is wonderful. It hydrates your face. And I do concentrate a lot of it through here, trying to get this puffy eye right here to calm down. I do spray this on my face. I do concentrate it here, kind of push it in. And then guess what? I keep spoons in my freezer. Yes, I do. And they're tablespoons. And I take them out right after I do that. And I hold them right here, the 2 tablespoons. And it does help with puffiness. And I don't know, I count to about 30. And then I put them back in the freezer. Then I come back in my bedroom and I grab my Uplift Serum. This is Younique's Uplift Serum. This is the old bottle. It actually comes in these colors now. The purple. It's a royalty line that Younique has. Love this stuff. I put this under my eyes. I pat it underneath with this finger here, my ring finger. And only a drop. Just one. This is a little dropper in here. I'll open it up so you can see. It's just a dropper like this. See? And all of it comes out, but maybe 1 or 2 drops depending on how dry you are in that area up here. It does moisturize and it does help plump it up, and I do use that every night as well. Then I came back and I put I got to put this on too. I've got to put my lotion on first. So that's what I haven't done this part yet, and then we're going to do primer. But before I do that, I love to put this CeraVe eye repair cream on. So let's do that. The stuff is fab. You can get this at Walgreens. Frozen. You put it all over your face. Is my video freezing? I hope not. I had trouble getting on here today. It actually would not let me on, and finally it did. I don't know what the deal was, but I'm going to keep going unless you guys tell me it's frozen and it's not moving. And then I'll probably have to start over. But I do like to pat this in, CeraVe. CeraVe, you can find it at Walgreens. I think I found this at Walgreens. I don't know if Walmart has this. I can't remember because I have to go in search of these products. And oh, it was, okay. Yay! I'm not now, yay. I have to start over. Hi, Kayla. Good morning. Wait, is it morning? What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. I think it's late morning. Maybe that's it. But now I'm going to use this CeraVe. CeraVe makes a really great, this is a skin renewing day cream. It has encapsulated retinol in it, and it has sunscreen. Oh, it's 11:40. Okay. Well, then it's not lunchtime. Almost lunchtime for some people. And this hair. I'm going to walk outside and this hair is going to go flat as a pancake. That's what's going to happen today. But it does have sunscreen. Always use a moisturizer with sunscreen. So that's why I use this. It is kind of white. See? I have one that I use that's not quite so white. It has more of a yellow tone to it. But you must put on this first. It doesn't have to have sunscreen in it. I just like to have sunscreen in it because I don't need any more spots. I don't need any more wrinkles to have to take care of. So the sunscreen is great. I think we all need to use sunscreen. I use sunscreen on my body as well. I think it's Banana Boat that I buy. And it's like a spray, a light mist spray. And I use 100 SPF on my arms, my chest. And then I come back and I love olive oil lotion, body lotion. I just think it's like the best. Now I'm going to concentrate just a little bit more right here in this area. Because this is like where the sun would hit my face, I think, the most. So I do pat it in. I don't really like to be too rough under my eyes, especially this one. This eye is tough, y'all. It really is. There we go. So that's all we do with this. The stuff is fab. I can't remember how much it is. I want to say it's about $20, something like that. But it's great for your face, and it's not too I don't know, moisturizing. You know, like overly moisturizing to where you still have a sticky, dewy feel on your face. Now, if you have really dry skin, I would recommend the Garnier Moisture Balm, the antioxidant one. Now, it's going to leave you with a little bit of sheen. I do like it too. It just depends on my face and how dry it feels. But since I've been using the rose water, my face doesn't feel quite as dry. So that's why I use the rose water first every single day. All right, there we go. Now this is my face. I'm ready to put on my foundation now, or start the process. But you have to use a primer. How many of you don't use a primer? You should use a primer. You prime your walls. You should prime your face. You want your makeup to stay on. And primer also helps to kind of blur pores. It helps to have your foundation will have something to adhere to. So you really, really want to use a primer. Doesn't matter what kind of primer you use. I am using Younique's primer. I do love it. It is just a clear primer. And I'm going to use about this much. It's not much. It's not much. Any tips on foundation sitting on the pores of your face? Yes, primer. Use a primer. This one is clear. It works perfectly. I don't know if you can see how much I have there in my hand. It's hard to see. But I put this all over my face, even under my eyes. Now, this is a trick. I just did this week and realized how pretty finish my face was after I got done with it. And so, I don't know. I don't know why I haven't done it before. I did it for my Facebook group, and they really loved it. They thought it looked, oh, you use that? Well, there are some techniques that you can use when you're putting on your foundation. If you're using, I did that not too long ago, and I can't remember if I put it on here or not, a video about how, are your pores like around your nose, and, because that's where mine are, my nose, and all through here seem to have a lot of pores, and right up here. So you can diffuse it by using a liquid foundation brush and going in circular motions and going back, you know, like going one way and then one direction and all over wherever your pores are. Because if you do it in one direction, your pores are going to show, okay? Your pores are going to show. So this is my liquid foundation brush. I'm not using this today to put on my foundation. I'm going to use a blending bud, a moist blending bud. But this is what you need. You need a liquid foundation brush. This is Younique's. I mean, you can get it on my website, and I'll put everything down in the description box. I think It's Cosmetics has one, something like this. But you see, it's angled, it's a perfect, and what you do is make circular motions with your foundation. Wherever you have, I'm not putting this on my face, wherever you have the pores, go all the way around, okay? And by doing that, if you swipe it one way like this, yes, you're going to see your pores. They're going to go boom. They're going to get big, and you don't want that. Going in different directions will blur it out. I guess it confuses your pores, maybe. And then what you want to do is come back, take a little bit of pressed powder. Whatever color foundation you put on, maybe you have some powder, that same color, which I do. I use taffeta, and then I have pressed powder foundation, and then I'll take a little powder puff brush and I just gently pat right on those areas where those pores are, and they're disappearing. I look back in my playlist. I just did one about your pores, and it has that technique. So, or I could, after I'm done, I could link it. I'll just link it to this video. But now I've got my primer on, so I'm ready. So I want to get the most bang for my buck today. So I'm going to be using my favorite Touch Liquid Foundation from Younique. Love, love, love this stuff. This stuff goes on as a liquid and sets as a soft powder finish. So the reason they call it Touch is because it is touchable. You can touch your face. It doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup at all. But I mean, you do have to shake it up. Yes, check it out. You will love doing that. It worked for me. But today I'm doing a different technique. I do like using a blending bud. And what I'm doing is putting everything back inside the bottle out of the dropper. Okay, so let's shake it up really well. Shake, 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 shake. I could put a song to this. Shake your booty, shake your bottle. That's what we're doing. Shake your bottle. Okay, now this is moist. This is a Real Tex little blending bud that you can get at Wally World for about $5. Love it, and this was a new one. I've just started using this one. See, it's only just a little bit dirty. I literally had to throw the other one away. There was no getting that clean. So what I'm going to start with is this foundation. Now, this foundation is a medium coverage foundation. So, but it's buildable. You can add more if you want to. But today I'm going to keep it simple because I'm going to use something else on top of this. And I am going to go underneath my eyes with it, which I normally don't do. But I found that this is such a pretty finish that I liked it. And you're going to be surprised at what I use at the end. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put, I don't know, 5, 6. I just put 6 drops. And then I'm going to try to get it going all over my face. And you can see it. And I may have to add just a little bit more. But I think using a blending bud like this, moist, it really pushes it down into your skin. It's almost like the foundation becomes one with your skin to me. It just gives it such a pretty finish. And I probably will come back and add a little bit more. Let me come up here. Got to get up here. Always get close to your hairline. I've already done my brows, so I got to be real careful going around those. And I found something else to do your brows with. Oh, and I got so excited. It is a Younique product, but it's an eyeshadow, but it was a cream eyeshadow. So I did that today. I was like, yes, I'm going to start doing that. Because it was so much easier to do than trying to use a brow palette or a pencil. I was just like, yes. All right, now we cannot forget our neck. And I know I got this choker on. Do your ears. I didn't put my earrings on for a reason because I wanted to tell you to make sure you do your ears. Don't forget those babies. I'm going to put a little bit. I'm going to put like 3 more drops here. Because I want to make sure. I'm going to have a line around here now. You want to make sure you come down on your neck. Make sure you come down on your neck and blend in, because a lot of times in the summertime, especially in the summertime, you're going to experience two-toneness. You're going to be darker in your chest and your arms, and because we always cover our face up with stuff. And then we might have a little bit lightness right through here. So make sure that you bring it down and get it everywhere you need. Now let me look at it in my mirror. Yeah. Now, this is buildable, like I said. I'm not going to go crazy with it today because it is Sunday, and I just really want a light look. I don't want a heavy finish. I think I will put just just one more drop, like right through here. Right through this here. Because this is where my redness is, and I really do like to cover that up. All around this nose. And this is where my pores are. So, but blending, using a blending bud, should help with your pores as well, because you're kind of pushing the product into your skin instead of it just sitting on top of your skin, which I really, really like. Just pat it in. Pat, pat, pat is your friend. But you see how much I'm doing this. You really need to work it down into the skin for it to become one with it. Ta-da! That already looks a ton better, right? It's covering things up. I really, 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 really like this look just by itself. But we have a new loose powder foundation. So, this is the color Taffeta. That's what I'm using. Taffeta is my color. Taffeta is a very neutral color. It's kind of in the middle of the road spectrum. It's not too light, it's not too dark. And sometimes I do, like in the summertime, if I need a little bit more color, you can mix colors. So keep in mind that you can mix two. This is chiffon. It's a little bit deeper color than this one. You can see the difference. And I do mix these two together if I've been out in the sun a little bit, which I haven't this summer. I've really stayed out of it. I've tried my best to stay out of it. But you can mix two to get your perfect color. So don't think you're just stuck to one color foundation. You can mix foundations. Just keep them close, maybe one lighter and one darker, a shade difference, not much. And that way you won't have a problem. You don't want to have a lot of redness, because this one right here, chiffon, has pink undertones in it. And it counteracts my redness in my face when I use it. But now we're going to use this new stuff. This is the color Taffeta, just like what I put on my face. So that's why I didn't mix chiffon with it today too. Of course, I don't have a lot of sun. And this is the new brush by Younique. This is the powder puff side. This is the concealer side. And we're going to do a little bit highlight, not much, just a little bit. But this stuff here is fabulous. It's like a little screen in there. You see the screen? Everything is in this bottom part right here. All of your foundation's in the bottom part. Now what this does, I found this does. This was just, I just did this week, so that's why I want to share it with you. So you just kind of tap this in here. It comes right up through that screen, gets on your brush. Tap some of it off. Less is more. Start with less. You can always add. So what you want to do is just do circular motions all over your face with this. Now what I found with this is it sets my foundation. This liquid, this is already set. It's already getting dry. But what this does, when you start putting it on, it kind of does add a little bit more coverage, but it gives you, what I found it gave me, was a radiant glow all over my face. And I was just, even putting it under my eyes, yes, a powder under my eyes. This powder is so fine. I really, really think, I'm going to bring it down my neck some too. I really, really think I'm enjoying the combination of these two, because it gives me, one, a little extra coverage. Two, it sets my foundation. Three, it's going to give me this radiant glow finish. So I don't know why I haven't been doing this, pairing these two together. So that was my tip I wanted to tell you today, was that you can combine these two products together to get a really beautiful finish on your face. And it does give you a really natural looking finish like that. Ta-da! It has covered up everything. Now, the one step I left out today, just simply because it's Sunday and I didn't want to have to use a bunch of concealer. And if you do have a lot of spots on your face and you do want to cover them up, take a little concealer. I have Taffeta colored concealer, which I did not put on today because I just didn't want to fool with concealer. But if you want more coverage, put this on first, then put on your liquid foundation, and then come back and finish it off with the loose powder. And then you'll really have a full coverage. But this is going to give me as much full coverage as I want on a Sunday. I don't want to hide everything. I want to be as natural as I can be, but I want the flaws to kind of disappear into it, diffuse them. So today I'm just diffusing, I'm not covering. But look how pretty that finish is. I love the glow. It's got a little bit of a glow property to it. Loving that. And if you want to finish your face on out, which we will do since I'm on here doing it anyway, we'll just add a little bit of bronzer. We'll add a little bronzer. I'm not going to get crazy with the look today, but I want you to see how you can just finish your face out and be very natural. And you don't really have to put on any blush if you don't want to. You can put on blush if you like. I am going to add, we do have a brand new blush that came out in our Kudos this month, which was sold out. And I hope some of you saw my video on that and were able to snag that because they are totally sold out. Younique is amazing. We have that retreat in Utah for women who were sexually abused as children. And 1,000 women are going to get to go there now because of all the great women like you and the ones who live here and all over this country sold out that Kudos. And so I am so excited for these women who are going to get to go to this retreat. Look at that. Ta-da! You got your natural little glow here, and we're going to add a little bit of pink. This came in the Kudos. This is called Supported. It is a light pink blush with a little bit of illuminating in it as well. Take a little bit of this. This will give you such a beautiful, youthful glow. I hope you guys took advantage of the Kudos this month. And I do feel like, I hope that Younique will bring this back and it will be part of our blush collections that we have. Oh man, I love it. It is so pretty. There you go. Nice little glow. That's all you need. Ta-da! And if you want to have some lips, we can do some lips really quick. We're going to use Pouty. We're going to stay all neutral today. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Pouty is the perfect neutral lip liner. It is my favorite one by Younique. I just think it is gorgeous. And we're going to just cover my lips in it. I got to do something about these lines around my lips. How many of y'all have lines around your lips and you go, I didn't have those yesterday? And all of a sudden they're there. And I'm wondering where they came from. And how did they get there overnight? I'm sure they've been creeping up on me for like the last 5 years. I just haven't noticed them until recently. They're just getting a little bit more prominent than they used to be. Then it's a pretty color. Oh, it's my favorite. If you want a quick out the door look, Pouty lip liner is fabulous. And we're going to do one other thing here. A couple of things. See, we're going to put on a little bit of this. This is a lip bonbon. Love this color. It's called Vanilla Milkshake. It absolutely has no color in it. But I'm going to put that over the Pouty just for a little sheen. And it gives you hydration. There you go. And the last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of pop of color with the blush that I just put on. Now the other day I used this blush on my eyes and loved it. You know, we have new mascara now. If you haven't watched the new mascara video, oh my goodness, I just did one on Bombshell Lashes, and today I just have on the Epic mascara, the new Epic. This stuff is so popular that the singles have sold out, but you can buy them in duos, and you can buy a triple, which means you get the lash serum, which helps your lashes grow. Mine have. I've been using it for about 6 weeks now. And I put the Epic mascara on top of that. And then I come back and I do 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. And kaboom! You get some lashes. Oh, see how pretty? Just a little light. You take your finger and just gently press it in, just in the center, so you can get a little pouty look. And that way you have your easy breezy Sunday, no fuss, foundation look. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? I think the finish is incredible. Combining these two products, I just love the radiant glow that it gives me. I did not know that this product did that. I thought it was just a loose powder, you know, like a pressed powder, pretty much. But it does have the radiant qualities in it that give your skin a natural kind of pretty glow right over the top of this liquid foundation. So pairing these two together is going to become my staple. I think I'm going to do this a lot. Even though you have older skin, you can still use this. You can still use this. Especially make sure you moisturize and do the base face like I did at the beginning. Make sure you have some moisture in your face. Give your face time to absorb it. Yes, thank you. I love it. I do. I love it. And it's so simple and easy. And it didn't take me long to get this done at all. And if you don't want to use one of these, then use a liquid foundation brush. But I do think this is great for mature skin, only because it has moisture in it when you're using it. Make sure you squeeze it and get all the water out. See, I don't have any water running down, so it's perfect. It's the perfect to use when you don't have any water running down your arm. But yeah, look at that pretty glow. This blush, I hope they bring it back out and it will be available not just in a kudos, you know. So I make it look simple. Yeah, it is, Laura. You just have to practice. You just have to practice and have the right tools. Now see, I just bought this tool here, but let me show you this too before I go. Now, if you have, like, I love pressed powder foundation. I do, because our pressed powder foundations are full coverage. If that's all you want to wear, you can do that, but make sure you moisturize. You've got to get your base face ready for your, that's what the whole thing today was, do the base face, get your moisturizer on, and then your other products will be easier. They'll go on easier. Make sure you get your primer on, and it's going to last you all day. I was shocked. We have a new primer for your eye coming out in September 1st, and I've been using it. I got it at convention. Like today, I have on Splurge Cream Shadows. That is all you see on my eye. I used Victorious, and then I came back with Grateful, which I did the whole entire. Grateful is the little darker color, and then I came back with our color that was in the Kudos this month, which is the Rose Gold. And I put just a little bit of the Rose Gold here, and just a little liner and the Epic Mascara. That's all I have on today on my eyes right here. But simple, simple. Splurge Cream Shadows are great for mature skin. I'm just going to tell you. Because it smooths everything out, the properties of it. But I use that new primer, and since I've been using the new primer, it's a little bit tacky when you put it on, which is good, which makes your eyeshadows adhere to it better. And I've worn it all day and had no creasing. My eyes look just like they did when I left the house that morning when I got home. So let me show you this real quick. Now this end of this brush is a concealer end. So what I like to do is take it, this is the color Velour. It's a shade lighter than Taffeta, which I have on. And if you want a little highlighting, you could just use this powder right underneath your eye like this to give you a little light, if you want that. I wasn't necessarily going to do it today, but I want to show, while we're talking about foundation, we might as well finish it out. Why not? And you can come down. That's all I do. It's just lightly tap it around. You can come down your nose with it if you want a little light through there. Say you like a little light through here, because I did put bronzer on either side of my nose. And you can take it up through here and come around. So you do not have to use a concealer. For I know a lot of people, when we're the mature age, I'll be 55 next month. So for 55, you know, sometimes when you use a concealer, liquid, cream, whatever, it sets in those lines, and it just, I understand your pain. I understand your frustration with that because it settles. But doing it this way, making sure you moisturize, you're not having to deal with the concealer. So this way, you get the light without having to worry about this settling into your lines, because it's not going to. It's just a really light powder, and you're not pairing it with any kind of cream. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when we put the concealer on underneath a cream or a liquid, it settles into those lines. And then we want to set it with some powder, and then it just makes it worse. But here you're leaving out the concealer part. You're using this to highlight instead of using a concealer. Does that make sense? You can even take this and come through here if you want. And you can highlight through here with it as well. You can put it through here, here, wherever you want some highlight. And basically, make sure you kind of buff it in. You don't want any lines left there. There you go. Ta-da! You have highlighted your face with a pressed powder. And yes, these pressed powders are fabulous. I think these are 32. And I have 3 different colors over here. I have all 3. These, I have chiffon, taffeta, and velour. I have all 3 of these. So, you know what? I'm ready with my foundations, absolutely. So if you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comment box below. And you know, I'll get back with you. I always try to catch up with everybody and make sure that I leave you with more information than you came here with, right? And share this. Please like, subscribe, and share. I love it. I love having people. And I am on Facebook. I do Facebook quite a bit. Every day during the week, Monday through Friday. I'm on there at like 6:15 every morning, and I do something different every day. I don't know where I come up with stuff different. Sometimes I bring old favorites back that I used to do, but it's just a lot of fun for me. So there you go. This is the base face for Sunday. I think you ought to try it. I think you ought to try it. But I'll leave everything in the description box below as soon as I get off this video, because I can't do it until I get off of here, okay? So check back with me if it's not there when you look today, okay? I'll do it as soon as possible. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next Sunday. Bye.